Have you ever wondered how much does your dog really love you? We often assume that every dog loves its owner the same. But the truth isn't quite that simple. There are little quiet actions we often overlook. Yet in a dog's world, those are the deepest expressions of love, a feeling far beyond just raising or being raised. Imagine this: you open the door to come home, and in that instant, a little storm of happiness erupts. The tail wags frenetically, the eyes light up, the whole body seems to dance just because you've returned. To you, it's a familiar moment, but to your dog, it's the moment the world becomes complete again. Dogs can't speak with words, but every look, every breath, every step by your side, these are their ways of saying, "I trust you." And believe me, not every dog shows that kind of love in the same way. There are things they only do for those they truly consider family. Why is it that some people are loved wholeheartedly by their dog, while others are just the one who feeds? Is there a secret hidden behind those seemingly simple behaviors? In the next few minutes, you'll discover 10 wondrous things, acts that a dog only does for someone it truly loves. And maybe you'll realize all along, your dog has been quietly saying, "I love you" in its own language. 1. Joy. Burst when you come home. You open the door, not yet fully in, and a little storm hits. Nails clawing on the floor, tail wagging so strongly the body seems to move with it. In those eyes, there's pure joy so intense it makes you forget the fatigue of a long day. It's not just excitement. It's the moment your dog feels the world is whole again. In the dog world, reunion isn't simply owner returns home. To them, it's the pack coming together again, a signal that life is safe, orderly, and still full of love. The instincts of their ancestors' wolves, who depended on one another in the wild, still beat in every heartbeat. When you step through that door, their body immediately releases oxytocin, the hormone of love, trust, and bonding, just like when a child hugs its mother. That's why even if you've only been gone a few hours, your dog greets you as if you were apart for years. Next time it jumps around you, wags, crazily makes little happy sounds. Don't push it away for fear of mess, don't brush it off. Bend down, call its name, gently touch its head or neck, because to it, that touch is the answer to thousands of racing heartbeats. You're back. Everything is safe again. Notice that no human greets you with quite that wholeheartedness. And sometimes, just by seeing how your dog reacts when you come home, you'll know how important you are in its little world. And if you think that joy stops at the door, wait until night falls, when the world quiets and your dog picks a single place to sleep, right next to you. 2. When your dog chooses to sleep beside you. As the lights in the room fade and everything settles into quiet, a tiny sound emerges, nails tapping softly on the floor. You turn and sense warmth pressed close to you, then a gentle sigh as though someone has found their peaceful rest. That's your dog curled up next to you, ears lightly shifting with your heartbeat. People often think dogs prefer a soft bed or their own space, but when it chooses the floor beside you or burrows under the covers seeking warmth from your body, that isn't just a cute habit. For your dog, it's instinct, a promise written in their blood. When we sleep close, we are safe. Long ago, wolves slept close together on cold nights to share warmth, to protect one another from enemies. That bloodline pulses in dogs today. When it lies next to you, it's silently saying, "I trust you to keep me safe as I would protect you." Miraculously, science shows that when a dog sleeps near the person it loves, both release oxytocin, the same hormone that bonds a parent and child. That's why you feel an unexplainable calm hearing its breathing next to you, and it sleeps more peacefully when you're there. Watch closely. Sometimes it doesn't just sleep near you, but positions itself between you and the door. That's no coincidence. It's the night guard position in the pack, standing watch for danger. Even when you sleep, its ears are ready to respond to any unfamiliar sound. In its mind, protecting you is its sacred duty. Next time you wake to see it lying close, don't push it away out of discomfort. Gaze at it, smile. Because you've been given a gift, few receive its absolute trust. To a dog, that trust is love at its deepest level, no words, no conditions, just being side by side. And if you think that's the only way it expresses love, watch when its eyes meet yours, where words are no longer needed, but hearts understand each other. 3. When your dog stares straight into your eyes. There are quiet mornings when you sit sipping coffee and you realize it's staring at you. No bark, no tail wag. Just silence and those round, bright eyes following you slowly, deeply. A few seconds pass and time seems to pause. You don't know what it's thinking, but you feel between those gazes there's something unspoken. In the wild, eye contact is a powerful signal, a challenge, perhaps even the start of a fight. But in this home, when your dog dares to look into your eyes calmly and steadily, it means something entirely different. It's absolute trust, a deep affection that transcends survival instincts. When your gaze meets its eyes, both your brains release oxytocin, the bonding hormone of love and attachment. That's the same chemical our bodies release when a mother hugs her child or lovers hold hands. In that moment, you and your dog are truly speaking in the language of love without words. Japanese researchers discovered that just a few minutes of soft mutual eye contact can double oxytocin levels in both human and dog. Your bodies, though different species, respond in harmony. That finding is proof of the link between humans and dogs, a bond nurtured by listening, not by speech. The next time it looks at you in that quiet, steady gaze, don't look away. Return its gaze gently, maybe smile, or simply breathe slowly. Because to it, that look says, "You are my home." And only when you respond from your heart will you truly sense that miracle of canine love, a love that needs no words yet bridges species. But sometimes love doesn't reside in the eyes. It shows itself in subtle gifts, like when your dog quietly brings you its favorite toy. 4. When your dog brings you its favorite item. One quiet afternoon, you're reading or lounging on the sofa and then you hear a gentle clatter. You look down, it's approaching, toy in mouth, the same old frayed ball or the stuffed animal missing an ear. It drops the item at your feet, then lifts its head, eyes waiting. At first you might think it just wants to play, but sometimes that simple gesture holds far more meaning. In dog logic, sharing is a sacred ritual. Their ancestors' wolf packs only shared prey with those they truly trusted, those considered family. So when your dog gives you its most treasured toy, it's not only wanting a game, it's saying, "You belong to me. I trust you enough to share my most prized possession." Modern science supports this. The gift behavior is one of the clearest signs of bonding. It's no different than when a child hands you their favorite toy just to see you smile. Some studies even show that when dogs do this, their oxytocin spikes just like ours when we give a meaningful present to a loved one. Sometimes there's a deeper message. Dogs can sense sadness, anxiety, or fatigue in people through body odor, breathing, or subtle cues. When they see you down, they might bring their most familiar item as a way to comfort. To them, it's not a toy, it's a piece of peace. So next time your dog drops a soaked, worn-out toy by you, don't wave it off as messy or inconvenient. Take it, stroke its head, and say, "Thank you." Because in that moment, you've received the most genuine gift in the world, wrapped not in paper, but trust. And then sometimes love is quieter still when it stands between you and a stranger, quietly stepping forward to shield you. 5. When your dog silently stands between you and a stranger. Have you noticed that when a stranger approaches, your dog subtly changes posture? It doesn't bark, doesn't growl. It takes a half step ahead of you. Its body tenses a bit. Ears perk up, eyes track the newcomer. The tail still wagging, maybe slows down. That small movement holds 1,000 instincts, the instinct to protect. In the canine world, pack order is sacred. The leader guides and the most loyal protector will guard against danger. When your dog steps in front of you, it's not trying to show off or appear intimidating. It's doing what its heart deems right. If danger comes, it must pass me first. Researchers have found that dogs can read stress cues in human facial expression, even scent changes from stress hormones. When your body language shifts, your eyes widen, your breath changes, your dog senses it. It steps forward, gently forming a soft fur barrier, shielding you from potential threat. And the beautiful thing is, it doesn't need training. It doesn't need commands. When love is deep enough, your dog simply knows what to do. You're not just the one who feeds it, you're the center of its universe. Next time you see it move between you and a stranger, don't push it back. Place your hand on its head, whisper thanks, because in that moment it's speaking with its whole body. "Don't worry, I'm here." But oddly, the same dog that stands guard may also belly up to you, showing its softest, most vulnerable side. That seemingly paradoxical gesture is perhaps the truest symbol of absolute trust. 6. When your dog rolls over, exposing its soft belly. One calm afternoon, you're resting when your dog comes up to you. No toy, no barking, no demanding. It just approaches, looks at you gently, and rolls over. Its legs go skyward, belly exposed, eyes half closed, like it's invited you in. To humans, this might look like just an invitation for a belly rub. But in a dog's world, it's much more sacred. The belly is the most vulnerable part of the body, containing vital organs. No animal in nature exposes that without feeling completely safe. When your dog does this, it's nonverbal. I trust you with my life. Behavioral scientists call this submission of peace, not out of fear but out of trust. And the trust doesn't come from treats or commands. It comes from love, grown through every look, every touch, every synchronized breath each night. Sometimes it doesn't even ask for attention or praise. It just lies there quiet and exposed. In that moment, it's giving you an unspoken message: I belong to you. I feel safe here. Next time it rolls over, don't mechanically rub its belly. Pause a few seconds, really look into its face and whisper, "Thank you for trusting me." Because in its world, that is far more than a posture, it's a declaration you are its safe place. And that trust is what makes it stick by you. Wherever you go, it wants to follow. Your footsteps, your breath, your scent, they become its daily rhythm. 7. When your dog follows you everywhere. You rise from the chair to get a drink. Behind you, the sound of claws tapping the floor. You take a few more steps, still there. Whether you go to the kitchen balcony or just the next room, it trails behind you. Sometimes you glance back to find those gentle eyes watching. Where are you going? May I come too? To humans, it might feel cute, even a bit annoying. But to a dog, staying close is as natural as breathing. In their world, distance means danger. When pack members drift apart, they become vulnerable. So staying close, very close, is how dogs feel safe. When your dog follows your every step, it's not about controlling you or being nosy. It's preserving connection. Each patter of your foot, every familiar sound in the house, these are signs that everything is fine. When you're gone too long, its world grows quiet. Missing you feels like losing its own heartbeat. Behaviorists call this the Velcro dog tendency, sticking to its human like Velcro. But it's not born of anxiety alone. It's born of deep affection, of feeling loved, understood, safe. It can't bear being without you because you are the center of its mini universe. Next time you go into the bathroom and see a nose or tail slip in behind you, don't feel frustrated. Smile. Because that dog isn't intruding, it's ensuring it still hears your heartbeat. For its silence is less frightening than not seeing you at all. 8. When your dog licks your hand or face, you bend down to call it by name, and before a single word leaves your lips, a warm tongue brushes your hand. Then again, gentle, affectionate. Sometimes it even reaches up to lick your face, its eyes sparkling with goodwill. You laugh, maybe blush, but in that instant the world softens. To us it might seem cute or silly, but in dog language, licking is profound, a language of love and respect. From their earliest days, wolf pups lick their mother's face to greet her, to ask for care, to say, "I trust you." That memory has never faded. When your dog does this, it's using that same way, saying, "I love you, I trust you. I sense your heart right here." Science supports it. When dogs lick a person's hand or face, both parties' heart rates, slow cortisol stress hormone decreases, and oxytocin, the bonding hormone, increases. In short, each lick is a kindness to the soul. No explanation, just presence. Sometimes there's more. Dogs sense emotional shifts in humans through smell, breathing, subtle voice changes. When you're sad, stressed, or hurting, they respond. The only way they know is to draw near, lick your hand, and reassure, "I'm here." Next time your dog licks, you don't recoil at the wetness. Let it stay a few moments. Feel that warmth expand from skin to heart, because in that gesture, you touch the truest kind of love, one without words, without conditions, never needing justification. And if you think that love is only shown during joyful times, guess again. Even when you're weak, ill, or exhausted, your dog will stay by your side, never leaving. 9. When your dog stays by your side when you're sick. Some days, your body feels too tired to talk. The room is silent, light dim, only the clock ticking softly. Then you hear familiar paws slow, gentle, deliberate. It doesn't bark, doesn't leap onto the bed. It simply lies down beside you, gently resting its head on your leg, breathing long and steady. It doesn't need to be told it senses you're unwell. Studies show dogs can detect changes in human body odor when illness begins even before we know it ourselves. Subtle shifts in breath and sweat and heart rhythm, these are signals they read instinctively. And that instinct urges them to stay, not flee. In that moment, it doesn't demand play or treats. It doesn't plead for attention. It just stays close enough for you to feel its breathing, close enough so you know you're not alone. Research suggests that when a dog lies beside its human, both heart rates decline, blood pressure steadies, and anxiety recedes. Perhaps that's why, even before medicine takes effect, just its presence can bring relief. As you begin to recover, it'll be the first to notice. You stir open your eyes and see it lifting its head tail, wiggling eyes glowing with gentle relief. Maybe in its mind it's thinking, okay, you're better. We're okay again. That love doesn't require conditions or repayment. Regardless of who you are, well or ill, joyful or sad, its only mission is to remain beside you. And later, when normal life resumes and you stand, smile, maybe drop something or step on its foot by mistake, you might forget, but it won't. It'll come tail wagging, forgiving faster than you can say, I'm sorry. 10. When your dog forgives you. Faster than you can say, sorry. We've all had those moments. A stressful day. Patience worn thin, you raise your voice, or worse, you step on its paw by accident. It gives a soft yelp and your heart twists seeing that sad look. You crouch down to apologize, but before you can speak, it does something rare in human relationships. It moves toward you, tail, gently wagging eyes, softening, nuzzling your hand like to say, it's okay. I still love you. Humans can hold grudges for days. We need time, reasons, explanations. But dogs, they don't have that brain region for storing resentment. When something hurts them, that feeling lasts only moments. Then when you look at them or call their name, it vanishes. What remains is love, whole and unconditional. Sometimes we think we care for the dog, but look more closely, they teach us how to love, how to be patient, how to forgive and forget. While people often demand a reason, time, or words to reconcile, dogs need only a look, a touch, a gentle smile, and all is made right again. The next time you see it wagging tail after a small mistake, remember you're standing before one of life's greatest lessons about unconditional love. Maybe we don't deserve that love always, but fortunately, dogs never stop believing we do. Because in their world, to love is simply to stay no matter who you are or what you do. So the next time your dog lies close beside you, stares into your eyes, or places its head on your leg, don't take it for granted. Respond with a gentle stroke, a soft word, or simply a smile. Because to it, you are everything. Have you ever noticed your own dog doing something special just for you? Share your story with me. Each one is proof that love speaks in many silent ways. If this piece helped you see your loyal companion's heart more clearly, stay a while. Here, every story is told through love from those small creatures who love us more than they love themselves.